is yet another time. Welcome to the Gabriel TV. And today I'm privileged to be joined by a guest who is the CEO of Boy Child Uplift. Mr. CEO,
Thank you very much.
welcome to the Gabriel TV.
Nice. I'm Alois Victor, the CEO and the founder of the Boy Child Uplift organization. Yeah,
You are the founder of Boy Child Uplift.
I'm the
Founder.
Yes.
So why Boy Child, not the girl child?
We know everywhere all over the world where our recent communities, the boy child has been neglected everywhere. And now all of our focuses are on the girls. And that is why I decided with my team to start another move so that we go inside the communities, in the villages, to check on those other boys who have been neglected there. And that is why we decided to call it a Boy Child Uplift, mainly for the boys and not for the girls.
Mainly for the boys and not for the girl.
Yes.
So according to your statement, you say that in the society, the boy child has been neglected and the girl child has been uplifted more than the boy child.
Yeah.
We know over the days, back in the days, it was that the girl child was forgotten. People started focusing much on the girl child, leaving the boy child.
Yes,
But
very
now you have come with an uplift called the boy child.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And to my question is, what makes you think that now the boy child has been neglected in our society?
Yeah, we all know that the society believes that a boy child is very strong, and that is why you never hear any case of a boy child rape, a boy child whatever, anything that is to the contrast of the boy child rights. You will never see it anywhere. So every other person will wake up and say, "Oh, we want our girls to go to school. We want our girls to go to be given opportunities everywhere." But what about our boys? And that is why we realize that many boys are out. They are not in schools. They are not in our universities. Even when you look at the placement university, they are not there. And when you look at in the school, the mixed schools are like the single schools of girls. And that is why we decided, no, there's something that's happening in the communities for the boys, and we must uplift them.
We must uplift it. Now, according to education, when we see the Ministry of Education, when it releases the KCSE and the KCP result, you will find out that now the girl child is doing very well more than the boy child. What might be the problem?
Yeah, the problem is that most of the schools, we do encourage the girl child education. Yeah, when a girl has improved, you will see a many encouragement from all sources. But what about when a boy has improved? There is no encouragement.
There's no
Yeah,
encouragement.
they will just, oh, if you have not, if it is not exam, then I don't know where you got all these marks.
Kwani, is it bad to encourage the girl child?
It is not bad to encourage the girl child,
Yeah.
but it should not be done to an extent that the boy child is now being neglected. Even in school, where you realize that most of the school will only give prizes to the best girls,
The best
best
girls.
improved girls.
Yeah.
What about the best boys and the best improved boys? There is nowhere in the country, nowhere,
Yeah.
nowhere at all. Yeah.
So everything is now about the girl child this, girl this. Even if you go to the courts, you'll find that now the boy child is not given a priority than the girl child. All these things are happening in our society that we live in. There's a big problem that needs to be solved about the boy child. What should the government now do to make sure the boy child is not in our society?
I'm sure if the government could have introduced an equal opportunities that the government is preaching everywhere, if it is an equal one, the ideal equal that it is preaching, then in our country, and not only in Kenya, worldwide, we can go far, because a community without a boy is not a community. We can have many ladies.
Yeah.
We can have many ladies who are learned, but when they don't have a man to fix them up, to rectify them, it is not a steady community. And that is why the government has a lot to do with the boys.
A lot needs to be done.
Very,
The
very,
boys.
very many things need to be corrected that has already gone a mess. Because most of our boys are not in school, they are in Boda Boda, they are in Changa, they are walking around with other men's wives, they believed, and the government knows all this. But it is silent about it.
Yeah, there is a very big problem affecting the boy child, which is about drug abuse. So, let's talk about the drug abuse. What's the problem with boys and drugs?
Yeah, the boy and drugs, they have very many peers, and boys are mostly trained by people who are above them in age. Yeah, and I'm very happy that today, the world today, the drug abuse has shifted from boys to the ladies, because they normally say that what a man can do,
A woman can do better.
I'm very happy because now boys, most of them are come out of drug, of being addicts.
Yeah.
Very good move. And we want it to go so that they also come out from the communities and they fill our schools, our training college and any other places of trainings. Yeah. But I'm sure in the drugs, they are only introduced by their elderly peers.
Yeah.
They are introduced by mostly the elderly women whom they roam around with, and they pretend to be too much better than other men because they date elderly ladies than them. Yeah, and these are the people who are introducing them to drugs. Yeah.
You know, nowadays when you go to most institutions, you'll find out that most of the boys are employed in drugs. Drug abuse is serious in our Kenyan universities, our Kenyan secondary schools, and also some in the primary schools. So there is a problem, and the majority of these people abusing drugs in our institutions are the boys. The girls are there, but are very few in number. So there might be a problem that we are not seeing here. Why are the boys high in number than the girls?
I'm sure it is only that the statistics and the tally is too much in showing the negative parts of the boys. Yeah. But when you come to the ground,
ground
level,
inasema
many girls are addicts.
Many girls are addicts.
Very, very many.
So when
you cannot see them, they are very decent, and when you see them walking the traffic, they are very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, but when you come to the ground where everything is now happening, they are better than men.
When you go to these pubs around the institution, you'll find some of the girls actually in the bars taking alcohol, abusing different kinds of drugs. Yeah. So there might be a problem that we are not seeing. And you, as an uplifter of the boy child, what are you doing? Is there any connection between you and the government or the county government to make sure now these boys are not neglected by the society?
We are actually working very private, though we've included the government to come and join us in this fight, because actually we cannot do it alone. So you, their government, you must come and join us. Yeah, so we are calling the government so that come with us and we do this together. When we just do it now as a private part, private sector, remember there's a lot of challenges.
There's a lot of challenges.
Very many challenges.
There's a lot of challenges.
Yeah, when you go somewhere and you say, oh, I'm a boy child, everybody will see you like you are a politician and you want some votes. No.
You want votes.
Yeah, so we are not after votes.
We should be real.
We are just realistic.
So you are promising me now that your foundation is going to work very much hard to make sure now this boy child is not neglected. But where are you located?
We are currently located in Maseno University. But partners across the Nyamira County, Homa Bay County, Migori County. We are looking forward to join the Kakamega County and other counties worldwide, not only in Kenya.
Thank you. So you're majorly in Nyanza counties. In all Nyanza counties you are in.
Yeah, so far because it is a new organization, we just started it recently. So we are still more in Nyanza, because this is where we took our statistics of finding out the boy child, whatever is happening to this boy child. It was mainly based in Nyanza. But we are sure in some few months we will be across the country. All the counties we will join, and we will join them to fight the same thing, so that we uplift as many as possible boys. Not only uplifting them by mentoring them, no. We are aiming at taking them to school. That is what the government fails. Like going to tell somebody to go to school and you fail to take that person to that school. That is what we are just about to do.
But the government is working towards 100% transition.
Yeah.
So is that 100% transition. But you found out in our society that the boy child are being given a lot of assignments to do. They're the herders.
Yeah.
They do all the manual jobs. Not forgetting now, this the girl child is the one who is more in schools than these other jobs.
Nice. It is very normal,
Yeah.
and it started in the early ages that boys are being regarded as strong, so that they have to do such a strong tasks.
Boys have
very,
to do
very heavy tasks.
such a strong task.
Yeah, it is
Thank
something
you.
that happened from the ancient days.
Yeah. Thank you very much, CEO, Boy Child Uplift,
Yeah.
for coming to us to Gabriel TV. And I hope the government is going to listen to the cries.
Nice.
And you as the viewer, make sure you join us on our part 2 of the Boy Child Uplift series. This is the Gabriel TV, hosted by Gabriel Mwakoma. This is yet another day. Welcome to the Gabriel TV, hosted by Gabriel Mwakoma. We are actually continuing with Boy Child Uplift Part 2 series. And I'm joined by my guest, who is Alois,
Victor.
CEO Boy Child Uplift series.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Alois,
Nice.
for that. You're working very hard, Mr. Alois.
Obvious.
So, you have worked for how long now?
This is our 3rd month.
Your 3rd month,
Yeah.
actually concentrating about the boy child.
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much. And your 3rd month, what is the impact to the society?
The society actually is responding so nice.
Yeah.
Be happy because most of our young men are able to tell us their true stories. They are able to be open and tell us what is happening to them. Yeah, they are going a lot, but we are very happy because we are getting more response from them.
Yeah. So the society has been able now to tell you what is happening behind the scenes,
Yeah.
what is not being spoken to the public.
Very nice.
Now you and your team, you have gone to the society, you have gone to the villages
Yeah.
to actually get these stories of the boys, what the boys are going through out there. Thank you very much. So what are some of the challenges that you and your team, you're going through as you go to the villages to get stories of the boy child?
Yeah, the challenge is number one, some people think that we are politically based. Yeah, this era is era of a political world and everybody is talking of politics.
You know, in politics, they
Yeah.
say every man is a political animal.
Yeah, so when they see us,
Yeah.
they think, oh, you are here to campaign for a certain person, that is why you are here with us. No, those are the challenges. Challenges number two, you know, we visit many places.
Yeah.
We have to travel to those places, and it is very hard.
It's costly.
It is costly and also very hard for those people to trust us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, somebody just being open and telling you about themselves. It is not easy.
So do you have any logo to prove to this society that you are agents or your people from the Boy Child Uplift?
Yeah.
So you have something to show them, and you convince them to give you some of the stories.
Yeah, we convince us.
Yeah.
We convince them because some of us also went through a lot as a boy child.
Through dark times.
Yeah, they have their stories to tell to the community.
Yeah.
Then after telling their stories, the community also now become open and they give us theirs. Then we find what is really happening qua ground. Yeah.
Yeah, when you go to the society, are you encountering, is there any challenge that also the girl child is facing there, or is there any balance?
Actually, girls, yes, they face a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
And we are sure of those ones. But because there are many organizations that are really focusing on that.
Yeah.
So we are not much focusing on the same. So we have our different
points of view,
Yeah.
which is actually the boy child.
Yeah.
Wow,
And
that's
for the
great.
girls.
So, do you have any sponsor, maybe?
Actually,
people who you are working with?
we currently don't have any. And we call upon anybody who is
Willingly.
to join us and to join us. You can be a sponsor you can be an associate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So long as you love that boy, if you love your son, your brother,
Yeah.
your father, your grandfather, if you love the male gender, you are free to join us. You be our associate, or even our we are aiming to do a lot.
You know, we understand that now going to the villages, going to the society is not an easy job. It's costly.
Yeah.
You have to travel, you have food, you have accommodation.
Yeah.
So how are you people coping with these challenges?
Mostly we don't just go to stay wherever
Yeah.
we go. We visit churches, schools, and any other clubs where we can
Wow.
just go and come back, so that we reduce cost of maybe accommodation, and many things. When we go to church, we are sure we'll get food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's food in the church.
Yeah, they will feed us.
Yeah, they'll feed
So
you.
when you go to school, we are
Yeah.
sure we will be fed.
You'll be fed.
Yeah.
And
So
also
they-
in church you will be fed.
Yeah, the only thing that we encounter for is the transport.
Transport.
Yeah, after that transport, we go do our best.
Yeah.
Then we just come back to our place of location, to our locations.
So we actually hope by, as you continue with your work, the sponsors are going to come in. People will come and help you, give you those transport, accommodation, and everything. So you're doing a good job.
Very nice.
So this boy child, and somebody will ask, why, and what happens behind the scenes of a boy child? Which are some of the stories that you people have encountered in the villages
Yes.
that are very heartbreaking?
Some of the very, very heartbreaking stories is
Yeah.
that most of our boys, they are being raped outside.
What?
They
That's
are
so serious,
being
eh?
sexually harassed, sexually abused. But nobody will
Nobody
just come out
listens.
and speak about it. Eh?
Yeah.
Even me as a man, when I'm raped, who am I to come out and tell the community that I was raped?
It will be
It
difficult.
is very hard, very difficult. So these boys are really sexually abused, and this was the most touching story that we came out with. Again, these boys, they are going through very hard labors.
In the communities.
In the communities.
So you want to tell me that some of the communities you visited, you find now that the boy child is working very hard at home. It's like now the boy child has been turned to be a parent.
Yeah, the boys are
Very young.
He is now home donkey.
The home dog.
Because they work a lot.
They work a lot.
They are really, really being into very heavy tasks.
Very
But
heavy.
they cannot come out and say it because themselves, they cheat themselves. The boys,
They cheat
themselves that they are very strong.
They're very strong.
But they are not.
And you know, when they're doing these things, they're not finding any problem. To them, it's just a normal thing,
Yeah.
a normal routine. But now when you come there, you'll find out now this thing is not right. Not the right way to do these things.
I think people think that to them it is a normal,
Yeah.
just because they don't talk about it.
They don't talk
Yeah,
about it
but
at all.
deep inside them,
Yeah.
it really hurts them.
They feel when their female partners are just there at
Yeah,
home,
they're
doing nothing constructive, them they are everywhere doing every kind of manual job.
Yeah, you wake up in the morning, you go
Yeah.
to Shamba, you come back, you look at the kettle, you come back, you do what? You
Everything.
The compound must be clean, it is you, and the wife say just to check out, amepika, ama hajapika. Hey, so that is, then tomorrow, you find that like they are given another equal opportunities in schools. Like this boy anafaa kufika shule mapema, anafaa asome, compete the other gender, but back at home, they don't have that time.
Lot of work.
A lot of work. No time for a personal study. And that is why you will find most of them are dropping.
You know, nowadays, when the KCSE results are being announced,
Yeah.
you find now that the girl child is topping.
Obvious.
But what we are trying to say, there's no problem with the girl child topping the list. What we want is to balance the equation.
Yeah, to
The
balance
equation
the
should be balanced.
Yeah.
We as a country, we as the society, we should not concentrate more on the boy child or on the girl child, leaving alone the boy child. We should balance the equation. Resources should be divided equally to the boys and to the girls out there.
Very.
Very true. Yeah. And I'm also thinking the government needs to do more about these things.
Yeah.
So, what can you tell the government?
My dear beloved and able
Government of Kenya.
Yeah, we've realized of late, a lot of research says that many men are actually healthy.
Yeah.
They are healthy, but many men die early.
Because of depression and
so a question is, if they are healthy, why is it that they die early? So that's a question that the government must research on. Because any healthy person should not just die.
Yeah.
Which means these men are healthy just because they don't attend, they don't visit hospitals. It is not that they are physically okay, mentally okay, spiritually okay, any other thing okay. No. It is only that they are not spontaneously visiting
hospitals for checkups.
Yeah, for checkups and any other thing. But they are really ill. Our men are ill. Psychologically they are affected. Physically they are affected due to hard and many other things. Also other things they do, like exercise. Some of them even over exercise. You go to gym, you want to go to
so much, and even your family members, relatives are actually on you.
Yeah, you want to do a lot as a man.
Yeah.
Then it will really affect your body.
Your body.
Yeah, it is not healthy.
Not healthy.
Everything you should do with a limit.
But you know, a man must provide for his family. A man must go and work. The society now believes that now a man is the head of the family, and because you're the head of the family, you must bring food to your family. Utasikia, daddy, sina pesa ya chakula shuleni, daddy, penseli imeisha, daddy, kitabu, daddy, this, daddy, that, and daddy. Therefore, daddy must go to work. Daddy must work. Yeah.
So we tell also our boys and men, for you to do all this thing that we have to provide as men, you must, number one, be creative. Go to school, have a business.
Be creative, go to school, have a business.
Then you are a man.
You are a man.
You cannot be a man and you want to sit, you want to go and work with every elderly woman and you call yourself a man. That is not a man.
That's not a man.
Yeah, that you are a lame.
You're just a lamb.
You are manically lame.
Lame duck.
Yes. So if you are a man,
you're a man,
go out, fight for your right, go to school, start a business, and you will have everything.
You love everything.
Yeah. Rule your home as a man.
As a man.
Go and support your boy child. Come and support another boy child.
Outside your family member.
Outside your family member.
Outside your relative. Take a boy who is struggling with life there. Support him, educate that man to be a person to look up to in future.
Yeah, so give your boy, kama anaenda shule, give him enough pocket money.
Enough money.
Akienda university, mpe enough support. Ndio asikuje hapa aingie na stress, aanze pombe, bangi na any other thing kwa sababu hana.
Hata ingia wasichana ukimpatia pesa mingi, unajua wazazi wanafikiria ukipatia mvulana pesa mingi kwa na wasichana wengi. But kwa ground boys siku hizi hatupendi wasichana sana. Hatupendi.
We are actually focused because our girls are actually working over us. And that is why we are trying it very hard to fix ourselves. So parents, when you support them, they are not going to be after girls. No. Give them enough
boys
support.
Are not after girls anyway.
They will go to school, they will study, they will come out with first class, with A's and with 300 or 400 marks in primary. So these things will continue. In school, teachers just uplift them, support them, encourage them. Don't tell like when a mwana amepita, mwambie ame na girl amepita unamwambia ameimprove. Amefanya vizuri. No. Let us take this thing to a normal ground so that all our boys and our girls are really levelized. Let us balance the equation. Wow, your final remarks. My final remarks for the viewer. Yeah. This is a very new organization. We are newly starting it. And you are free to join us. If you have a heart of supporting a boy child, join us in the fight. You can be an associate, you can be a sponsor, because we are looking for this. I'm very happy for you, my dear, because I know you are touched by a story of a boy who is your neighbor, who is whatever he is to you, even you yourself. So being a man, you must support a man. That is my final remarks to them.
Thank you very much, Mr. CEO, Boy Child Uplift series. That was a good conversation. I hope the Boy Child has heard, the relative organizations in Kenya have heard, and will take action where necessary. Boy Child must be uplifted. Let us balance the equation. Thank you very much, the viewer, for watching this episode. This is the Gabriel TV, hosted by Gabriel Mwakoma.